Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Vampyr. In the last episode, we got our butts kicked a little bit. Alright, it's not really, it's our collective butt, I suppose. Like one singular butt, just for all of us, because we're like one mass of people. So yeah, we done got beat down a little bit, but we got through it. We looked a little foolish doing it, but we returned back, we took a little snooze. And we healed up and leveled up and did all the stuff up that we could do. And now we're looking to do some other stuff. So we'll see how that goes. T. Elwood's medical file. Alright, patient Thomas Elwood, male, 28. Followed, Dr. Tippett's, he's doing bad stuff again, convalescence. Date of admission, September 16th. Date of release to be determined. The patient's face has become heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cicatrized tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor, phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? I do not know, but I don't particularly like you all that much, man. You're that guy. We still have a reflection. I feel like it's not right. Alright. 20 meters this way is something. Can't open that door. There's a whole bunch of stuff for us to do. I'm not even sure at what point we're supposed to do anything or how to do anything. It's fine. You would think that all the stuff would be like inside the place, right? We're supposed to bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. But where is that at? And what are these other markers over here that are so far out? This is all very confusing. Well, I mean, maybe we're getting closer. Here it is. Hey, what's going on, Dorothy?
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
I did.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Alright, diseases. Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
The right to disapprove of our methods,
okay.
And you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
As for me,
good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
So
Can I help?
Bandages on you, man.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Tippets,
Yes.
right?
No.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Alright, well, let's talk to you some more to really make your throat really hurt. How's your life in London, man? Oh, hold on. Press E to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing a citizen will increase his blood quality and will reward you with XP. The health status of the district will also improve.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I'm going to give you the medicine, man.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Oh, we treated him for a fatwag. What about your life in London, man? How painful is your throat?
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Alright, that's weird. He's not gonna...
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Alright, well, I healed you. You're welcome.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Okay, he is recovering now. We can look at the details. Not that there's much going on, but fine. No blood loss, recovering. Alright, well, see you later, Mortimer. Alright, one problem solved. We gotta talk to Gwyneth Brannigan?
Don't waste your time with me.
I will not let you down,
I
my boy.
don't really know who or what that is. Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Yeah. I'm trying not to feed on people because, you know, that's what serious vampies do. We try to be good always. The name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Remember, we vampires, we're the good guys. What's up, Swansea?
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Uh-huh.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you.
Okay, we get to see a little bit about his blood quality. Anyhow, if biology is if biology is humans' penultimate frontier, what is the ultimate frontier then? Because penultimate's usually the one before the the end all be all. Interesting. Very interesting. He's got a lot of blood quality. That's 6,000. We should eat him. We should eat him now.
Area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
True.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire.
Slightly ironic.
One might say a gift from heaven.
Uh-huh. I'm a living paradox. Yep.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Really? Uh-huh. Well, I guess we need each other, buddy.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind.
Oh dear.
Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
Oh dear.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit.
Really?
Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Fair play. Okay, go talk to the hospital's main benefactor. Yeah, that sounds totally legit and fine. Yeah, no big deal. I still don't know precisely where.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, it sure is. I suppose at some point I should look for this person. I'm assuming the little arrow underneath means he's down. So, we still need to find either Gwyneth Brannigan, or Zap Brannigan's sister, clearly, or somebody else to talk to about a thing.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
Yeah.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, shitty business in this hospital. Well, we'll talk later.
Goodbye, Milton.
I feel like this is going to be a pretty talk-heavy episode, which isn't necessarily bad. But if I can get at least a little bit of action, I'd like to do so.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count.
Oh, it's Tippets.
Say the same for the others.
You look exhausted.
Oh, stop talking to him.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed,
Who are you?
the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Uh-huh. Press F for mesmerize. No. QRFE. Tab. Tippets. It's very strange.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Okay, what about some personal questions here? Oh, we'll talk about your life in London.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Okay.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Oh, yeah? That's not good. Alright.
I'm
Staff.
not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Would it?
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippets. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Ah, okay. Let's check those details. Oh, he disappeared. Cost him his life, is exhausting himself and refuses to stop working. Okay. So we're learning a bit more.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Interesting. What about your any personal questions here? Well, guess what? We know about Tippett's medical error.
Tell me what Dr. Tippets did.
Oh dear.
I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippets would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippets in our situation?
You took a great risk. I understand what you did. Tough choices. Great risk, maybe?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Huh, okay. Anything else? No, that's pretty much it from you. It's covered up, okay. That unlock more experience? Does that increase your blood quality? Like, I don't... Well, I'm not going to be eating you, ladies, so...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Perhaps I should have considered.
Oh boy, Tippett's disappeared. Where did he go? Milton Hooks, unknown person, little Clay, Gwyneth's walking. Oh, there he is. We're almost out of time for the episode. Let's talk to the lady. We can confront Tippets later. Maybe we get some more info before we have to go and deal with it. Hello, delicate one.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
That is categorically untrue.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
And you have the skin of a potato.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
Who are you?
You're a vamp...
Oh.
The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air.
Gotcha.
I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I feel played. Swansea fancies vampires. I'm glad to see you.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions. but our rather urgent matter first.
It's fair.
Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
I'm here to help you. Patients have given you trouble, or I have questions about vampires.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Alright, it's fair.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Okay.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Yes. I just need info.
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé.
Your what?
I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Obligé. Is that like a living, breathing Fabergé egg? I've never heard of that phrasing before. Okay, we must go talk to Harriet and learn about all the pins that have dropped. Are you inside the You're inside the building? We are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how I feel about that.
On every street corner.
Well, we shall go inside of G1_16 in the next episode. I guess, hey, it's the guy we saved. Anyway, I hope you guys are still enjoying a Vampyr. We'll see how this plays. She's very noisy. We'll see how this all plays out in the next episode. Anyway, folks, until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.